With Hong Kong's cruise industry reopening after the pandemic, some tourists using the Kai Tak cruise terminal found themselves facing difficulties when trying to take public transport. Secretary for Culture, Sports and Tourism Kevin Yeung said the poor transport arrangements at the cruise terminal last week could have created a negative impact on Hong Kong's image and its tourism services. Yeung said improvements will be made for the arrivals next week. Mimo Sengai reports.
The huge cruise ship Spectrum of the Seas visited Hong Kong last Saturday, carrying around 5,000 tourists. While this suggests the city's tourism has gradually returned to normalcy, the poor transport arrangements at Kai Tak Cruise Terminal reflected inadequacies in preparations, as many tourists experienced a long waiting time for transport after disembarking from the ship. After complaints from cruise passengers, authorities offered free shuttle buses to tourist attractions, including West Kowloon Cultural District. Meanwhile, taxi drivers were given a voucher of $50 to fill up their gas tanks when they pick up cruise passengers from the terminal. Secretary for Culture, Sports and Tourism Kevin Yeung admitted the initial poor arrangement had made a negative impact on the SAR, but Yeung believes the situation has improved.
The new measures or additional measures we put in work quite well, and you can see that the tourists are getting on the public transports or taxis very easily.
The Spectrum of the Seas will visit the city next week.
We will continue to monitor, and especially we have a relatively big cruise ship coming in next Saturday. That's, of course, another test for our merchants.
Yeung added he had suggested the cruise company to organize passengers to leave the vessel in batches. Stary Lee from the TVB party said the government should improve the transport system for Kai Tak, while the Transport Secretary Lam Sai Hong said authorities are working on different plans. Mimo Sengai, TVB News.